So here you are. Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance.
Hopes? That's odd, 'cause I don't recall a
I mean, sure.
But what? You're the event? This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Who knows?
Huh? Well, that can't be.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feel. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't, but if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something.
We'd better watch out.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-stand...
Wait, she heard that?
And as for this outlander, you see, the honorary knight that saved us from... Otherwise, depending on...
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt...
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we?
That doesn't sound right. But...
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, many people have made...
So...
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed I couldn't care what you think. Come on.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Another test subject.
Fearless. You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Merciless.
Is that Albedo?
The word on the street is he loves painting. The views and scenery here...
But Candy's... Uh-oh. Looks like you startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Who are you? What? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly churls?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow. Look at the
You can find these hilly churls anywhere, but take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and the cyclical lives of such primitive communities. Such unique attributes.
Hold your horses. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you... what?
So Sister Rosaria brought you. But back to the point.
We met a girl in Mon...
I see. Then, if I'm not mistaken, I've heard a bit of everything. Your action... I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from... Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research... forgive me.
Whoa.
You're right. Giving a demonstration... For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular... It's like you, in that it...
Well, if you're struggling to figure it...
I beg to differ, but you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I made
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little...
Mora, Nala, time for a change up.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Merciless.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it...
I don't know. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into after awakening.
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out...
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just... The subject of my first... How you're able to... Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that... Fascinating. And this floating child is...
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating...
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you. Oh, that rules out that possibility, but that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least.
Hey! How would you...
In that case, it would have... Given that there's clear... Firstly, this let me lure a few slimes to the air.
Huh?
Direct and clear up naturally if...
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
Well, prepare...
Barbados, guide us.
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled. Bow your head.
Let my name echo in song. Strike a pose.
Settle it down.
Wind, hear me.
Bow your head.
Great work. If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. Now that we know that...
Internal...
It's very simple. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated...
Sounds kind of...
Don't worry.
And...
If anything unexpected occurs, well, that's not just a warning. If an internal... Yes, that's an... It's a type of... I'll take you to my... All going to plan...
Paimon? Let's keep our eye...
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes. This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way. This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of...
Whoa.
I wouldn't call them I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to... Following this...
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, in that sense.
Yes, sir. That sound...
After all, we've got our primary data already. If it turned out that...
Ah, it would. Apologies. Speaking of data...
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll... In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. I've just tried some. Remember to keep... I'll be noting down all observable results and data points.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried...
Oh, this potion channels elemental power into the... But if the internal elemental...
So you knew you'd be sick?
It was my own concoction, of course. Perhaps it's just... In conclusion, I'd say we...
Aw, Paimon wanted something
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. The good thing about ordinary is that people are the same. They can... When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose... But a peculiar For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine. To sum up, Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see the collated...
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to having you down as an animal...
Not bad, I think.
You could...
Is he trying to join the Knights? What?
Before we... If you're interested...
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Well, there may be... Take Tevat, for example. But worlds may well exist. So, I think answering this question calls for the same methodology. No. You shan't be... Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon...
That was your bet? I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. Anyway,
Cooking?
not only is this...
That does sound yummy, though. Okay,
I'll leave you to it then. If there's anything...
How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway?
That was fast. An average outcome experimentally, as far as the proliferation hypothesis is unless...
We just didn't know.
Not to worry. At least... And here's your...
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were...
I can tell that you're good friends. Not that Paimon would...
Hey! But you do have taste. And you're right, we are good friends.
Yes, there are all manner. I managed to retrieve the majority.
Paimon's bear...
Don't worry if you can. If you had, I must have...
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh, yeah! This must be electrohypostasis powder. The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it. Still in one piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
Goodness. I'm wondering.
Yep.
Unfortunately, only a never-before-seen...
You mean...
Don't be disheartened. I have to commend your Right then. Up until now, our research, in essence, looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose... And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there. So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here? Then I know of a location that will...
Merciless.
Let's finish this.
I have a...
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better, whichever method. I will factor the...
The opposite...
Without limitation. Some of us would... No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. Then if you would...
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing... emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Merciless.
Great work. I've never seen your reputation
But you followed up.
Me? If it turns out if the natural... The innumerable...
But how does this...
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it... I may be about gold. The essence... I'm willing to... All these things...
Oh, so that's...
Precisely.
So after all these...
Of course not. Now, follow me. I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travel. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical. I'd like you to. There are 2 puzzles. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. A tried and tested. So, let's see you in action. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution. Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
That's more like it. Barbados, guide us.
Go as planned!
Settle down! Silence!
Strike a pose!
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey, explaining things is Paimon's job.
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. There's still a lot to learn. Let me make a copy.
Seems like if
I've truly gained. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kind of looking forward to see, unless you can think.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced.
You.
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking a non. I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've got to hand it to you. I've investigated everything else.
But we.
But for insurance purpose. Now then, which is what I was hoping.
Overtime.
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's good. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh.
Merciless.
You're back. Good timing. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the results. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is... you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts.
Please, I understand that this may have seemed Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to convert the only other life form that, like you, but imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem. And now to fruit is not nurturing otherworldly life.
Paimon thought with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever. And it did.
Life is a manifold tapestry of a short life can be well lived. So, Do you understand what I meant about us conversing here, arguably being a small...
Albedo,
Thank you both. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent in the future, if the need arises, well... I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw for those born of if, one day, I lose control? Can I rely on...